Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. So we're going to talk straight into scroll parties. So I had a little bit of technical difficulties, so don't mind me on that. But it seems like in the mock party group, everybody kind of was interested in the scroll parties. I love doing them because it's like an extra bonus to go ahead and an easy way to go ahead and get the information out to our customers. And it's right there on their phone for them. And I get the question a lot because I do the scroll party through boards. And people always ask, well, does my customer have to have boards to go ahead and access this scroll party? No, they do not. They don't have to have an account. They don't have to have any of this. So it's something that you can go ahead and send them the link right to the board scroll party, and they can scroll right along and see all of the products that they're going to go ahead and need. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Now, I told you guys to make sure that you have the board already downloaded. Let me go ahead and get this up. Okay, we should be good. Hold on, let me get out of this. I had some technical difficulties with all of this. It was like crazy. Okay, I'm back up. There we go. All right, you guys can see my screen. We're good. Thumbs up. Okay, awesome. All right, so I just have this up really quick. All right, so I go ahead and every time I do one of these trainings, I do it from the free version because I know not everybody has $12 a month to go ahead and pay for boards. And the great thing about it is the way their free version is, you can right now at this moment just have the free version and still be able to do this. So that is like the great news ever because the last few years it has not been that way. So if you have already downloaded the board that I have created for you guys, I have a scroll party in there for you guys to kind of play with. And this is the one that I have been using. And I will pre-warn you, I don't have candles in it yet, and I don't have buddies in it yet, but I'm going to be adding that tonight. So um, but when you have this board downloaded, the only way that you're going to be able to access this scroll party in here is to create your own board. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that if you haven't done it already. So there's this little tab over here that says create board. So you're going to go ahead and click that button. And then let me move my little screen thing real quick. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and click that button, and then you're going to click, you're going to name it. So we're going to name it whatever you want to name it. So fall and winter scroll party is what we'll name this. So this is your own board. You have created this. So anything that I have created in the board for you guys are now going to be able to copy and paste and put it into your own board. And I know that's really kind of confusing sometimes. So, but we're going to go back to the board that I created. After you've made your own, you're going to go ahead and go back to that board that I created for you. And
But
then, oh, make sure you mute yourself, Tracy. I think I heard you
oh,
real quick.
sorry,
You're good. You're good.
gotta figure out how
Um,
to do that on this phone.
you're good. I use okay, so and little backup too. I use boards solely on my phone. I do not use it on the desktop. So if you need help with the phone and getting it all done, let me know. All right, so we're gonna come back to the board that I created for you guys, and you're gonna see as you hover over these little things right here, it's gonna show up these little boxes. So we're gonna go ahead and click that box that is for the scroll party. So, and then you're gonna see that little button on the top that says copy, and we're gonna copy it, and then a box will pop up and ask you, where do you want to copy it to? So that is where the board that you have created for yourself comes in handy. So you're going to go ahead and click that board that you created, and you're going to go ahead and hit paste. So now you don't really need my board anymore. You're good. Whatever you want to get out of it, you can. But at this point, now you have your own scroll party that you can go ahead and edit and change all the things for. So in years past, when I have made scroll parties for you guys, I made it really personalized to me, and I had a lot of my personal pictures in there. So this year, I didn't do that. I made this super stupid easy for you guys to go ahead and edit, so it's not much work for you. That was my goal. So if you go ahead and click on the scroll party that you now have pasted to your board, you're going to go ahead and scroll and you're going to see, okay, there's a picture of me in there. That's something that you're going to edit. And we'll get to that in a second. And then there is some about me that obviously you will edit yourself as well to make it sense for you, and a family photo. Those are the only things in this board you're going to have to edit. Everything else is fine. You can keep it just the way it is. I didn't personalize it to myself. And all the rest, if you scroll about this board, okay, you will have to edit the links in here. I am sorry. You will have to edit the links. The links are going to my website, but all you need to do is click on them and edit, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second too. So, but as you scroll, you can see literally everything is pretty ordinary. It's not, anything crazy, nothing that you need to personalize. You can check my spelling. Please check my spelling. If you know me well enough, my spelling can be off at times, 100%. And one thing I did update, I did not tell you guys just yet because I did it just today. If you have seen the flippable catalog that I have in the mock party, if you have played with it a little bit, if you click on in the flippable catalog, it takes you to somebody's website. And I was not aware of that when I had shared it with you guys. So I made a different flippable catalog that is brand new, literally just made it today. And it does not go to anybody's website. So I completely redid that, and I did update it in the board, and I updated it in the scroll party. So everybody has a fresh, flippable link. So it's not going to anybody's website because I did not want that to happen to anybody because I did hear that it did. So, but anyway, so let's go ahead and get to editing this. It's super easy. You guys are gonna love this, I promise you. I have been sharing these scroll parties to my Facebook parties. When I finish a Facebook party and like say I'm messaging all the people saying, "Hey, thank you for coming to the party. I greatly appreciate it." And I will share this scroll party link with them in that message. Reason being is because maybe in the Facebook party, they didn't get paid. Maybe things are tight this month. It might be better next month. And they're going to remember that we had sent them a link that has all the things Scentsy, and they might have already looked through it. So it's something just to kind of put in their brains. And that's also why I like the scroll parties. It's something else to share with them that's right there at their fingertips, even when the party is done. So, and it has really brought me some great luck. So I love it. I love it so much. And if you guys have questions, throw them into the chat. And then at the end of this, I'm going to go ahead and go through the questions too. So don't be scared to ask anything. So we're going to go ahead and click the edit button when it comes to the scroll party. And again, this is the scroll party that is in your board. So you can edit this any way you want. And when you do that here on a desktop, it pops up this screen. And I love the outline of this on the desktop because you can see the actual phone in what it looks like when they are looking at it. And I love that feature. When you are on a regular phone, everything's more condensed, and this is a lot more broader for you. So if you need, a better way to look at things and view it, definitely do it on the desktop. If you are on your phone right now, it might be easier for you. Um, so when we need to go ahead and edit things, if it comes to a picture, we're going to talk about the picture first, because that's right here. So obviously you guys don't want my face on your scroll party. I mean, I know it's pretty. I know it's pretty, but I know you guys don't want my face. So there's this really nice feature that they just kind of started recently, kind of, but it's a replace image button right here on the bottom, and it does show up on your phone too. So if you're on your phone right now. You're going to click that replace image button, and you're going to go ahead and you can either on a desktop, it shows up as select from PC, or you can choose from the boards that you already have. So if you wanted a picture from a board in, the one that I made for the mock party page, you could go ahead and do that. Now on the phone, you don't have these options. You only have the option to pick a picture from your phone, like in your phone. But if we wanted to go ahead and choose from the boards, say we wanted to pick that here on the desktop and change it. We're going to go into the board, really easy and simple. We're going to pick an image if it wants to load. Say we want to put this pumpkin picture in there because it's pretty. Or you know what? We're going to put the purple pumpkin in with the Midnight Grove because it's sold out. We're all so sad about it. So um, say we want to replace it with that picture, and boom, it already replaces it for you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to move anything in here. It's already done for you. So that's why I really try to make this super simple for you guys. So you'll have to replace that picture, and you will have to replace obviously my family picture. And if you don't have a really nice family picture that you want to put into this, you can very simple, just delete it and it's gone and it's out of it and you don't have to worry. Um, and for some reason, if you don't like the way I went ahead and did the pictures or what order I put it in, you can go ahead and move it really simple too. And it's really simple in the phone too if you're working on your phone as well. But you can go ahead and move these all the way around. You just drag it anywhere you want. So that is something you'll go ahead and replace. So you're going to fix the pictures when you go ahead and edit this scroll party. And then the other thing that I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to kind of edit is this little paragraph. So you have headlines, you have paragraphs, and you have images, and you have links. That's all that I really put in this scroll party. There's a lot of other features, as you can see on the side. You could put YouTube videos, you could put a video of yourself. So like if you wanted to add about changing your wax in here and you had a video uploaded to your phone already, you could go ahead and put it right in here. There's so much that you guys can do with this, but I try to make it really simple for you guys. Um, so we're going to edit the paragraph. So obviously, not this one. Sorry, guys. Obviously, you guys you guys don't like plants, maybe. You probably don't like breakfast food as much as I do, and your name is definitely not Emily Cleveland. So you're gonna want to go ahead and edit this part. I don't care if you guys keep the same format and just kind of edit some of the words out of there. Go ahead and do that. Whatever is easiest and simplest for you guys, do it. Because I put definitely a lot of words into what I kind of do on this. And some people, when they look at this scroll party, they'll say, oh my gosh, that is so long. That is a lot of scrolling. And it's just the way that I like my scroll parties. Some people do scroll parties and they're really short and they just are a bunch of links to click on. So you could change it. You could change this completely and do it the way that you guys really want to do it. So but obviously, this is pretty self-explanatory. If you want to go ahead and edit the text, you're just going to go ahead and highlight, and delete it out of there or however you want to do it. But when you're done editing it, you'll go ahead and just click done. And that is good for that. So now I'm going to show you guys how to change a link. So I'm going to do this one that's really, really simple. So this link right here is going right to my website because you have some people that might click on your boards link and they'll be like, I already know about Scentsy. I don't really need to look at this. Let me just have the link. So that's why I kind of made that as a first boom right there for you guys to go ahead and have for them to click on. So when you want to edit it, you're just going to click on it. And the same thing with the phone. It is the exact same way. And say we wanted to, let's see, let's think a link. Well, all right, so I'm gonna just repaste my Scentsy link so you guys can see it. So this is my website link. So I am just going to copy it, Control C on my end, and then we're gonna go back to, whoop, wrong board. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to edit the link. And if you want to label this differently than I did, if you want to label any of the links differently than I did, please go ahead and do it. It is your board. That is why I kind of love the scroll parties, is it kind of is customized to what you like or the way that you like the way things look. So if you want to change where it says shop the website here, go ahead and change it. You can type whatever you want there. And then for you to edit the link, you just simply delete my link and then we're just going to paste your link in there. Obviously, I just pasted my link back in there, but and then when you're done and you put your link in there, you click done and that's it. That's it. It's so simple so easy to edit, and you're done. So the next one button that I wanted to show you guys is, and I'm going to do a training. If you guys want it, you just let me know. But it's about jot form. So on my scroll party, I do have an option for my customers to fill out a jot form. And the jot form consists of basically asking what kind of scents they like, if they want samples sent to their house, what's their address, and let me see if I can pull it up actually here. Let me pull up my jot form for you guys so you guys can kind of see a little bit of what it looks like. And I probably need to log in, don't I? Well, I think I actually can click on the link. Maybe I can. Well, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, let me go. We're gonna scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay, so if somebody wanted to get samples, this is my jot form. So, and this is something you can create. Again, this is something so easy to create. And when I actually show you it, you're going to be like, man, why haven't I been doing this long? So, but on this jot form that they click on, if they want samples sent to their house, it basically asks like, how did we connect? It's asking for their first name, their address, their email, their phone number, because we ask that information so we can put them into our workstation. And then it also asks them, hey, are you interested in getting free and half off? Do you want to earn a paycheck? And then I also ask them what kind of scents they like. So it's a really super easy form that they can fill out. And if you don't know a little bit about Jotform, Jotform is really good for pre-orders. That's another thing that I use it for. And it's free. So we love free. So it's free and you can have up to 5 forms on your Jotform. So I know right now on my Jotform, I have the sample form. I have a form for my new teammates that come on board for them to fill out so I can get to know them. I have a pre-order form for the holiday collection. And I have a pre-order for something else on there. I know I have 4. Um, so it's a really easy, nice way to collect information from your people. Some people use jot forms at their events. That's another thing that you can use jot form for. So it's a good little tool to kind of know, and a way to get information if you're sending out a scroll party like this when it's so virtual. And you're not going to actually meet the people in person, and you're not going to really know their information if it's not on Facebook, because you also can use scroll parties for bag parties too, if that's something that you guys do for your business. So, but let's go back to editing really quick. So if you wanted to, say you're like, Emily, I don't want to do the jot form. That's not my thing. I don't want to do it. You can simply take it out. You can delete it. So now we're back at that screen where it says the free samples. So if you're like, that's not my thing, we're going to take it out, then please go ahead and do it. Delete it out of there. By no means you're hurting my feelings, not at all. So, but that's another thing that you can edit. So, and there is that flippable catalog. That's another link that's in here. You don't need to edit it. You can leave that link alone. That link is just a solid flip book that I just created today. Like I said, it doesn't go to anybody's website. It's just a flip book, just like it was in the mock party group. Um, and then I have simple images in there. If you want to edit these images, if you're like, I don't like that, I hate that warmer, I think it's ugly, whatever your opinion is, I think that warmer is gorgeous. But um, if you want to just replace it, you can simply replace it. And I know I showed you guys how to do it through the boards. So I'm going to show you this time how to do it through your PC. If you are on a desktop, you just say select from PC, and then it's going to ask you to get into your pictures. I have, whatever pictures I have all over here. So if I wanted to change it and I wanted to put the Swift box there and say, it doesn't make sense, obviously, for this being warmers, but if you wanted to replace it, you can simply replace it. And this does update right away once you replace it. So if we were to scroll on this side where the phone is, it's already updated and ready to go. So there it is. So it's really awesome, these scroll parties. When you start getting in here and you have a little bit of time to play with it, it is simply amazing how much it can better your business, and just another way to get information out. I put some information obviously about the warmers in here. You can edit it any way you want. If you think that there's a warmer that you need to put up in here, by all means, please put it up in here. I also have all of the wax fragrances, and this is just straight from the catalog. I didn't get any crazy pictures for it. Um, and then, of course, we have the charity warmer. And again, you're going to have to edit these links. So this one right here is going right to Wax and Warmers on my website. And of course, you're going to want to change that by, of course, clicking in there. You're going to want to go to your website, grab the link for Wax and Warmers, and then go ahead and plug it right in here. And then click done when you're done with that. So then I go on to the fans and purifiers and pods, all of that pretty stuff. And again, here is this on the side with the phone, which is just, I love that this little phone feature is on the side. Um, and yes, it's a lot to scroll through. And that's why some people, this is not their jam. This is not how they like the setup. For me, I like it all out there, in the open for people to see. If you wanted to completely condense this down and you're like, hey, I just want this to be, about me, a link for them to shop, and a link for them to have samples, and then you could go ahead and just do all the links for the different categories that Scentsy has and just put one picture with no descriptions. Go ahead. You can definitely do that. Make it easier and not so hard for people to have to scroll so much by all means, whatever you guys want to that suits your fancy. So I got the purifiers, the quads in there. Try to get some decent pictures in there for you guys. Talk about pods. Another link that you'll go ahead and change. So this one is the link for the fans, the purifiers, and the pods. So it goes straight to that link right on my website, so they can just go ahead and click. And again, they don't need the boards app for it at all. So I absolutely love that fact. And then we get, of course, into on the go fragrances with Unplugged. There's all of those pictures, and there's another link that you guys will go ahead and change. And then, of course, the cleaning and laundry. And again, at the end of this, there will be another link for you guys to edit. And then at the end, I just have a picture of myself. So don't forget to edit this one out as well. Because you don't want my face up in there, I'm pretty sure. So make sure you replace that image, or if you just want to take it all out altogether, take it all out altogether and say, hey, I don't really want this. At the end of the scroll party, I have these pictures right here, by the way, because I'm putting them into the scroll party. But anyway, these three links are another thing that is totally up to you if you want to do it. This is the link that goes ahead and gets them to host. So if they are interested in hosting a party, they can go ahead and click right on that link. That way I can know that they want to have a party with me. So if you want to change this, obviously, if you don't use girl like I do, you can take that out, of course, and then change that link as well to go directly to your website. The other two buttons that I have on here go directly to my PayPal and to my Venmo. Now, if you are on your phone, you will not be able to have this feature done. You will have to do it on a desktop. But on a desktop, you can go right in there and you can change the PayPal link. Or if you don't have PayPal, delete that sucker right out of there and you don't have to worry about it. But there's a way that you can go ahead and put your links in there. That way, if people say you have someone that's like, I don't like using websites, I just want you to order for me, which happens on a daily basis for me, I think. So I think I just got a payment from somebody on my PayPal for a Snoopy warmer, which is sold out right now. So I'm gonna have to message her. But if they want you to go ahead and place the orders for them, it's nice to have your PayPal there or your Venmo or whatever it is that you want to put on there. That way they can go ahead and just pay you directly and you can be like, oh, it's at the bottom of that scroll party I sent you. And they can just scroll on through, click it, and know that their money goes directly to you. And how, if you're interested in like more of the buttons that Boards has, which is really cool when it comes to scroll parties, you can come over here to the side, and on the phone, it's in a different location. Of course, it's on the bottom of the board. It says like add more, or add section, I think it says. But you click this button, and this is only for the desktop where you're going to be able to see this. See, now you can add Cash App. So I probably will add my Cash App in here too. But you can go ahead and add the Cash App, your Venmo, your PayPal, and that way people can go ahead and directly do it. If you wanted to add your Messenger, your Facebook Messenger for people to message you directly on Facebook, and maybe you don't want your phone number out there, you can go ahead and do that. And then this button right here, this is where I've been adding all of the links. So if for some reason you get caught up and you accidentally delete a link, it's really easy to just go ahead and re-add it in there. So say you accidentally deleted, the little part that says like your website link. You could just go ahead and click on this button that says link, and you could just say, okay, shop here now. And then you can go grab your link, copy it, and then just paste it right in there. And it's that easy and it's done. And now it's at the bottom of that party. So if you do add anything to the board, it's going to either pop up on the bottom or it's going to pop up on the top for you to move it to where you need. So obviously where this is like all the way at the top. So I just go ahead and take it and push it all the way to the top and it's going to scroll for me. And if you're doing it on the phone, this thing is like wicked fast. It's like, it's really fast. So, um, but there you go. So then you're like, okay, there's my website link. And now it's in there. So if you accidentally delete something, don't worry. It is super easy to put it back in there. And that's another reason why I love scroll parties. It's very edible. It's very, just a way to function so easily. And I love it. Let me see here. All right. You have a hard time with Android, Rebecca. I'm looking at questions real quick. Yes, this is recorded. I'm pretty sure it's been recorded. Yeah, it's been recording this whole time. So yes, it is recorded if somebody asked that. Where do you find the flippable catalog? I'm trying to find the Canadian version. Okay, so on your workstation, if you scroll down, there should be a PDF for the catalog. If you can download the PDF to your computer, and the website that you'll go ahead and use to create a flippable catalog, if you want to do this for yourself for the Canadian version, you'll go to heyzine, ZINE.com, and you can download the PDF that Scentsy gives us, and then it will create a flippable catalog right for you. And it's free. So we love free. So that is exactly how I did it for you guys today for, all of this going on. So, and Rebecca, as far as an Android, so I have an iPhone. However, I have an amazing teammate by the name of Michelle, and she helps me on a daily basis with Android questions. So if you have an Android question, please let me know because I can still help you. I'm not a pro at the Androids, but I definitely can get you the help. And we have three-way called people before to help them out. So we will definitely do it if we need to. She's amazing. So, do you guys have any other questions? Am I missing? I haven't seen some. Hey, Rebecca, I see your face now. I want to make a different scroll party. Do I have to make a different board again and copy this one? No, no. So let's do that really quick. Let me share my screen again really fast. If you want to make a scroll party, super easy. All right, so we're gonna get out of the scroll party that I'm in right now. All right, let's click done. Okay, so you are in your scroll party right here. Okay, so this is the one that you
Emily, we
create.
can't see. Oh,
Oh,
never mind. Yeah, I can. I'm
you
blind.
can't. You're good. You're good. Okay, so this is the scroll party that you guys created. So if you want to create your own scroll party and say, Emily, I do not like yours and I want to do my own. You're going to go over here to pages. So that is actually what a scroll party is. It's actually called pages on boards. So if you're on pages, you're going to go ahead and click on the pages and then click add page. So add page will go ahead and take you to, choosing your template. Now, as far as if you want to create your own, you will have to pay for it. So that is the downfall of if you don't pay for it, you're not going to really have access to like all these special things. But I think it might let us have access just to this one. Let me see. I usually do this from my phone. So, all right, let's do this. So choose template. Boom. Okay, perfect. So it is here. Okay. So even if you don't pay for it, you can still create one. And I think you only have access though to one scroll party, if I'm correct. But they obviously make this, template for you, but you can go ahead and change it to what you want. Let's exit out of that because we don't care about that. So it's giving you different options. Obviously, like if you're like, hey, I don't care about this profile thing, you can delete that, but it's giving you help with link buttons and talk on Messenger. We talked about that a little bit, but if you want to create your own, you would just go ahead and pick a template that you want. Say, yes, this is the one I want to go ahead and do, and then you just start building it. Now, I will pre-warn you guys that when you start building your own, please sit down and have the time to do it because it is very time consuming to build a brand new one. It took me a couple of days just because I mean I have kids and the whole nine yards. So it's, a lot sometimes and everybody works and everything. So, but if you want to go ahead and build it, you're going to use these buttons on the side. I clicked the headline button, but if you want to build it, you're going to use all of these buttons on the side to do so. Like I said, the headline button, that is like your bold text right at the top of everything that I have. Paragraph is going to be where you're explaining stuff. Images, that will be the images that you upload. You can do the videos. You could do a PDF. So if you really I haven't tried it yet, but if you wanted to take the PDF of the catalog that Scentsy gives us, you might be able to just plug it into there and try and do a catalog that way too. If you wanted to upload in YouTube, you could go ahead and do that. There's that handy dandy button that will help you with your links, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever you want to go ahead and put into it. And then the profile was what they kind of showed you. This is another way of like something you can do into the scroll party. You can add your image in there. And it's basically like an about you that people could click on. I never really use that feature, but if people are all for it, then please go ahead and do so. These next two buttons are really cool too. If it's something you want to feel fancy about and get into looking into, you can. But there is a way that, like Jot form, you can go ahead and do a form for them to fill out here on your boards as well. I don't use the feature because I don't like the way it kind of sends me a message. So if somebody fills this out on boards, it like will send you a message like through your email, and it's just not very like I like the Jot form because it sends a notification to my phone right away. And I'm right on it. Where this is just going to my email, and I don't like that because I don't check my email on a daily basis, really. So if you're like me, I don't really check it very often. But if you use that feature and if your customers fill it out, it will go right to your email for you to check to see if they want samples or however you want to go ahead and use it. And then they do have this checkout feature. I have not dug into this, but I have seen people use this feature for invoices, and how they create invoices for their customers. I don't know much about this, so I can't talk much about it, but I have seen people use it and it looks really cool. It looks really fancy. I'm assuming that it probably goes to the customer's email when you send it, maybe. And then when they pay it, it comes to your email. I'm not totally sure because, like I said, I haven't really used it. But it's another feature that if you want to play with, or maybe Google or YouTube how that feature really is used, please go for it. And if you learn it, let me know and then come to me. Um, but that is just not on my to-do list at the moment. So, but yes, if you want to create a brand new scroll board, it is through Pages, and you can just add it right to your boards, and it's super simple. That way, you have something that you can play with and make your own. That was a really good question because I definitely wanted to go over that. Um, Let's see. Mine won't let me make my own board without having to pay for a subscription. Well, okay, so if you have the free version, you can only do two boards at a time. It won't let you do any more than two boards. So if you have more than that, that's probably why it's asking you to pay. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was updated on it and that's what they had told me. So let me know. Message me, Ashley, if it's any different. Um, oh yeah, no, you're totally good, Corolla. That was a good question because I wanted to definitely go over that if people wanted to learn how to make their own scroll bar. I think you've got a 7-day trial. I didn't see. It's like their rules have constantly have changed. So maybe it is a 7-day trial. I know when I first started using boards, it was free. And then it got popular. So then they started charging $10 a month, and it was you could have the free version, but you could only do 100 shares for like your whole subscription. And then it was going to start charging you. And now it's like you can only have one board. Oh, you can only have two. So maybe there's only a 7-day trial now. I can't keep completely up. What I can tell you is, from my own doing, I completely love boards. It is worth the $12 a month in my business just because I do so many Facebook parties. I currently, why I really love boards, I currently have 6 parties on Facebook going on. So it is extremely helpful to me for scheduling my post and having everything right there in my hands. And I will tell you, the other day, boards had went down. And you can ask my husband and I about how to conniption fit because I was like, I have 6 parties going on. This is not allowed to happen right now. So I was having a problem. But it got back up and going the next day. It was some kind of bug they had to work out. So who did you say was good with Android and boards? Oh, my teammate Michelle. Her name is Michelle Krasinski. If you look on my friends, she's right there. I talk to her every day of my life. So teammate slash best friend. You guys know how that works. So yes, if you have any Android, she is like a whiz when it comes to electronics and computers and all of that. So she is my go-to. So if you need help, message me and we will all get together and she's amazing. So let me know. Seriously. Do you guys have any other questions? Let me see. Stop sharing. I'm going to stop the recording really quick. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to leave the meeting. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I hope I was recording. I'm pretty sure I was recording. Let's see. Oh, here it is up here.